What's up, guys? This is our second UParty Talks anime.
That was so cool.
Is
I really like that.
Thank you.
Really setting the mood right from the beginning.
Right from the get-go. Looks. I like the. I just want to start off with the background here.
Yeah, my feet are dissolving into it.
First it was your upper body last time. Now it's your feet.
You gotta get the snow off.
Oh, the snow will get over time. It'll just be coming down.
I think it's ash. Is it? I can't.
Wait, hold on.
Ooh, no, that's ash. I think it just reset while we did that, so I just looked really dumb.
So this is UParty Talks Anime number 2, where we get members of UParty. We come in, we pick an anime. I didn't say this last time. I just said we pick an anime, we review it or whatever. Usually the goal is to pick a more underrated anime, overlooked, one you would usually see while you're browsing and be like, should I watch that, yes or no? And ones that we feel aren't like the main ones that you could be like, oh fuck, I was thinking about watching this, now I'm going to. So with that, our guest today is Junni Taisen, Zodiac Wars.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
I don't even know if I said it right.
Probably not.
It looks close enough. Mainly known as Zodiac. If you type in Zodiac Wars, you can find it.
It's like the first one.
It's like the first one you could find. Now, starting off with this, unlike our last podcast, which, by the way, if you haven't seen yet, check out our YouTube channel or follow here. We do podcasts every Tuesday. We didn't have to go to Kiss Anime for this one.
Oh.
We didn't have to degrade ourselves to going to Kiss Anime. Thank God, it's gonna be a good podcast.
It's
people.
Christmas.
It's a Christmas miracle. No Kiss Anime, no shitty ads, no cunt wars, no false fucking servers.
God damn it, that's ass.
We actually had to go to a paid website to watch it, so you know it's gonna be a good one. Maybe. I don't know. So the premise is Zodiac Wars. Going into it, I thought this was going to be really good.
It sounds like a cool concept on paper.
Let me put it this way. I feel like I really have to say this to anyone who saw previews for it or was thinking about watching it. It is the most deceiving anime I have ever seen advertised. It's so deceiving. It's nothing at all like it's advertised. On Crunchyroll, when this came out, I still see ads for this sometimes. Not as much as I used to. When it was coming out, it was like 12 members with their Chinese Zodiac signs. They're in an epic battle, and it showed like one of the chicks with the gun. She's like fighting to see whose wish is gonna be granted, and you're like, oh fuck, it's a battle royale anime. It's gonna be dope.
You see, you said that, and I didn't see anything on the anime. You're just like, yo, let's watch this, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Even in the title, it says, it's like it tries to lure you the fuck in.
Well, yeah, that's what all animes do. Though.
I understand that, but then like, I don't know. This one, it really tried to.
You gotta take it with a grain of salt. Let's be honest.
This one, yeah, you do, but you don't know if you're going in blind to this one, or you saw a preview and you're like, yo, this is really fucking cool. By the time you hit episode 3 or 4, you understand what's going on.
Yeah, but even right from the beginning, it kind of went, like, right in.
It did go right in. And let me just say this. Starting the anime off, so you go and you watch the anime, the first episode, I would have to say, is probably hands down the best episode in the entire series. There's 12 episodes. I think the first episode is no contest the best episode.
I would agree with that. There's a few other scenes in other.
There's a few other scenes. That's this anime. It's pieced scenes of like 2 different things going on.
Yeah, they do a lot of going back and forth through time. Not like they go to like stuff that happened in the present and then they'll just put you right back.
All right, so here's the premise of the show. They really love the number 12. I never really got the full grasp of that until I went back and did some research. There's 12 warriors, each with a Chinese Zodiac symbol. That's big. I'll tell you why later. 12 warriors, each with the Chinese Zodiac symbol and a special ability. they fight for 12 hours on the 12th month. No, the 12th day of the 12th month. What else? Because they love the number 12.
There's 12 episodes.
There's 12 episodes. It's all the number 12. Everything is the number 12.
I don't like that number. I don't like 12. Not a good number.
It has, besides the fact that it's zodiac symbols, it means nothing to me. But in this one, they're like 12 it the fuck out. So everything is 12. So they all go to meet up in this city, in this building in this city, where the person who's running this tournament, I can't even say his name because his name is fucked.
It's Decidui.
It's like Desocloples or something.
it's right there.
So these 12 warriors get an invitation. They show up to this place where they're all there, and the judge shows up and he's like, here's this poison, everyone eat it. Everyone eats it. And he's like, you have 12
Gems.
they are like gems. Everyone eats them, and he's like, in 12 hours you'll die. Whoever presents to me all 11 stones, including the one inside you, so 12, will be crowned the winner of the tournament, and they will have any wish they want granted. I'm on board. Everyone eats them, and then the anime goes. And like I said, the first episode is great because shit hits the fan, and it's amazing. Now, another reason why I really liked it, and I thought I was going to get suckered in, is because here's how each episode is laid out. They focus on one of the 12 warriors, one for each episode. They give you their perspective of what's going on. Then, a quarter of the way in, they cut to their backstory and the reason they're fighting and what their morals are. Cool. Most of the time, I didn't give a flying fuck. And then the latter part of the episode is what happens to them.
Yeah, like.
So in the first episode, the main focus is on easily my favorite character, and who I thought was going to be the main character. Who the fuck was it? It was Boar. It was the chick with the 2 guns.
Yeah, the 2 guns.
And in the previews, they show you her, and like it's a lot of action scenes, and I thought she was fucking awesome. It gave you her backstory, which, going into it, if you don't know everyone's getting a backstory, you think it's only her, so it fools you into thinking she's going to be the main character.
You see, I didn't like her.
I thought she was so cool, and I was like, if she's going to be the main character and the one I'm rooting for to win, I'm game.
She's kind of a bitch.
She wasn't a bitch at all.
She was a bitch.
No, she wasn't.
She was 110% a bitch. Her ability didn't even make any sense either.
Her ability didn't really make any sense.
She has unlimited ammo in her gun. How does that even work? That doesn't even make any sense.
Well, you want to get onto standing on air?
Okay, well that's different. I said that one didn't. He might have the ability to fly. It's not guaranteed he can fly.
He didn't have a head, so maybe he needed his head.
No, that was the other brother.
Oh, well, couldn't he do the same thing?
No, he had the flamethrower. I guess the flamethrower was his ability. I don't know. Did you see it? They didn't really explain too much about it.
Let's go back to the first episode.
Okay, Bore. I mean.
So the first episode doesn't deceive you. It's every episode after that deceives you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think without really giving away too much spoilers, she dies in the first episode. Boar dies in the first episode. Who you thought was going to be the main character. The episode, like I said, was really good. My favorite one. They gave Boar's backstory, and apparently Boar's dad won the previous Zodiac Wars. But it never said what his wish was.
Probably for like wealth or something. Dumb.
It never, why wouldn't you just fucking say?
Why wouldn't you wish for more wishes?
I don't think it works like that.
I don't know.
You're gonna have to join and fight.
Oh, darn.
So then, okay, that's another reason why I thought she was gonna be a main character. Because her dad was a previous winner.
Was it the 12th tournament?
Yes.
Because now that you mentioned the 12, I could see it being the 12th tournament.
It was most definitely the 12th tournament. The tournament. So the episode ends and she dies.
Did she die in the first episode?
Yeah, remember?
I know it was.
She was trying to shoot Rabbit, but then the brother grabbed her from behind and he stabbed her.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he took her thing, right? Her gem or whatever.
Yeah, and then she became a zombie.
Yeah, but like I didn't know what the fuck was going on, so I was like, oh, I can't wait to see how she gets out of this one. She doesn't get out of that one. She's done for.
It's really hard to survive getting stabbed through the chest.
Well, when you have a shitty ability like reloading ammo or might being able to fly, you never know with this one.
You gotta join the tournament.
So then the first episode ends, and then you get thrown into. You start the second episode, and then you start seeing where this is all gonna go downhill, because you are introduced to one of the, if not the worst openings to an anime
are you
I have
kidding me?
ever heard in my entire life.
You don't like the Rapture?
The Rapture.
Oh,
I could talk for
Here
hours
it is.
on this.
Here.
This is the Rapture, all right.
That was the running gag when we were watching it.
I swear, if anything, if you have doubts, if by the end of this you have doubts on what we're saying, and you're like, man, I don't know, like, it just, I really, go and just look up the intro for Zodiac Wars. It's called The Rapture.
I don't even, is that what
it's the name of that, it's The Rapture. It is so unbelievably bad. It is so bad. I can't even joke how bad it is.
I don't think we ever drank so much beer to an intro when we were watching it.
If in post I will put like a couple second clip to just The Rapture, and then like these wonky fucking instruments like Rapture. That's what I want in this. In this anime, it's really trying to fucking grasp me on like the badassness.
That didn't get you? You just don't fucking get it. The Rapture.
I'm gonna make you a Rapture mix.
I hope you put it in and you fucking blast it.
Like, oh, I'll just really get my point across.
Like overlay it like 6 times.
The Rapture. It's a Rapture, all right. It's a rap with this fucking show. So then, like I said, every episode after that it becomes a formula.
Well,
it becomes a formula of what you're not expecting.
You glazed over a lot in the first episode. Because they introduce all the characters. They go through each character, and they say, like, who it is, and I don't know if they say their ability or not, but it tells you, like, very minimal about each character.
It tells you what Zodiac.
Yeah, it glazes over
Chinese Zodiac. Sorry, I really want to stress that.
Yeah, not Gemini, Aries, Virgo, not those.
Chinese Zodiacs.
Yeah. I don't believe in any Zodiac. BT dubs, that's just...
I don't really either.
It's dumb.
But anyway, so again, we're reinforcing the fact that this first episode's amazing.
Yeah.
You get to see all the people, you're excited for what they're going to do, and then you hit with the Rapture. So shit goes down and you can't wait to see what's going to happen.
Although, Boar is not the first person to die.
Boar is not the first person to die.
Before they even get introduced.
As Boar is walking in, she's the last one to arrive, I believe. She looks over and there's someone dead already. It's one of the 12. They're dead.
Is Snake?
So again, the mystery ensues. Who killed this guy already? Like,
wasn't Rabbit.
It was not Rabbit.
He said it himself. He did not do it.
Everyone thought it was him. He made it very clear. He made it very clear it was not him.
He's a very intimidating person, and I would believe him if he was to tell me anything. Because he is a giant man wearing suspenders and underwear. And he has a giant rabbit tail and rabbit ears.
Would you say he's not crazy?
Absolutely not. The red eyes do not make him crazy. The giant meat cleavers he carries around do not make him crazy. Maybe the necromancy might make him a little bit crazy.
Oh,
but...
you don't find out about that till later.
Well, he's my favorite character, with that, hands down.
Boar was my favorite character.
Rabbit and Rat, my 2 favorite characters.
Rat was probably my second favorite character.
He just looked like... He reminded me of a little bit of, like, Strider. You know who Strider is from Capcom? He has the red bandana and the sword.
Are you talking about Rat or Rabbit?
Rat.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
reminded me of Strider a little bit. I don't know if you could...
I don't know if I see that comparison.
He had, like, the weird armor on. He was lanky looking. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. He seemed like a cyberpunk kind of, like, cool boy. I'm pretty sure he had, like, a light sword or something.
Oh, I think he did have a light sword.
Yeah.
Or maybe Monkey gave that to him? Anyway, so, again, everything is jam-packed in there to get you. It's like a continuation of the fucking ads they jam down your throat.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the episodes, I would say for me, it just slowly... You find out the formula. So every episode is, like I said, they go to a character they're going to focus on and what's going on in the city. About a quarter of the way, you get their backstory, which usually you end up not fucking caring about.
Yeah.
And then the end, you find out how they're gonna die.
Yeah, they give you the backstory and then they die.
And then they die. Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Never gonna ever see that again.
So, when I was watching it, I want to say that about... After I figured out this formula that they were doing, that's when I started to get skeptical. I was like, oh, I guess every episode is gonna be like this?
Yeah.
But, like, at about the halfway point, I was like, maybe it'll turn around for me. And then it just kind of did.
The rapture hit you.
I underestimated the rapture. I might have got too drunk watching it. I don't know.
But the thing is, like, later on, like two people come across each other and then they usually end up fighting. But then there's like the niche case where like they team up for a little bit and then one just betrays the other one and kills them.
All right, well, let's go to the characters that they introduced. Like, the first episode is obviously way too badass. Again, I can't stress that enough. And it really sucks that
goes down.
You really want to watch it after that.
Rapture hits.
So then I think who are the next couple characters? Then you get Dog and Chicken. Two of the worst characters. Dog is stupid.
I kind of like Dog. He was fighting for his family.
No, I think he was fighting for...
I'm almost positive it was his family.
I'm almost positive he was a mercenary or something.
I don't know. The rapture hit and it was very blurry. So...
Well, then he ends up teaming up with Chicken, who is... Well, she's down there with one of the worst characters.
Chicken sucks. Stupid chicken.
Bird powers.
Bird bitch.
She is a bird bitch. They make her all innocent, and then you're like, oh, fuck. She
has bird powers where she could, like, see around the city.
And use the birds to attack.
Fucking birds. Okay, well, a dog's power doesn't make any sense either.
He can make poisons and antidotes within himself.
Yeah, he could help allies or poison them.
I thought his move was stupid, though. He thought he was like, oh, I have...
No, he messed up royally.
Yeah, he was like, oh, I have Chicken, I'll poison her.
They teamed up.
And he thought, well, she was betraying him the whole time.
Yeah, she was just leading him on. Chicken. No surprise.
Fucking bitch. And then he bites her to make her stronger. And she immediately kills him.
Yeah, immediately kills him. And you're like, oh, wow, didn't see that one coming.
And then I think in the next episode, she dies.
Probably, I hope
immediately.
So. Fucking chicken. Fry her up. Eat her. Fried chicken.
Fried crow chicken. I know Boar ends up getting obliterated by Chicken. Because she summons all the birds and fucks her up.
Well, it wasn't Boar. It was Rabbit. Because he's the necromancy man.
Whatever.
Because Boar dies in the first episode.
That's what I mean. The necromancy Boar.
You see, you're not...
Alright, so you find out that Rabbit is a necromancer and can just control people he kills. Awesome ability. Really fucking cool. He was the only thing really keeping me attached along through this. You want something to keep you reeled in and be like, this is really the only justifiable reason I'm still watching. It'll be Rabbit as a character.
Maybe Rat. Because Rat doesn't do anything.
So, as you go through the episodes, you're going to find out Rabbit is just picking up anybody he can get to be
just killing
on his
everybody.
side. And the other thing you'll notice is that Rat just shows up here and there. He's not even in scenes for long. And
they did not explain that at all, actually.
what?
How he just shows up at random places.
I think they made it very clear with his power. We'll save his power toward the end, because that's a big reveal. But besides Rabbit just completely whooping ass, and Rat mysteriously showing up, and people always mention, they're like, have we met before? It keeps you intrigued enough, I guess, if you're invested.
They kept saying that about Rat.
About Rat,
Whenever
yes.
he would show up, they're like, I'm pretty sure I know this person from somewhere.
Yeah.
And you're like, why?
So, the episodes go on. Oh, here's another thing I thought was so stupid and useless. Every time they would try to make the character seem badass as fuck, they give their backstory, they get into a fight, and then they go into this, like, sick animation, and they're like, I'm Monkey, killing with intuition.
They do that.
All Chinese symbols, yeah! And then you're like, okay, like, we fucking get it.
I mean, that was kind of cool. I kind of like
I thought it was stupid. I was like, this is so I thought it was cheesy. I like cheese, don't get me wrong. The concept and the actual food. But I just thought it was so dumb because, one, again, I thought it was overly cheesy. It wasn't needed. You already got a sense of the character, and it had nothing to do with their power. It had nothing to do with their power.
It was like a cool, like, fighting stance pose, like, right before, like, a battle's gonna ensue.
All right, here, let me look one up. Let's see.
Don't you dare do chicken. Killing by pecking.
That's the one I was gonna do. So imagine it's like, she just kills, who the fuck was it? Dog or whatever. And then she's like, that's because I'm chicken. Killing by pecking! It was so stupid. Like, okay, yeah, killing by pecking. We get it. You control fucking birds. It's dumb. Maybe listen, I don't know if, like, I thought it was stupid or the fact that they did it with really stupid-ass characters to begin with. Like, what was...
I'm pretty sure they did it with every character besides Rabbit.
No, they did it with Rabbit.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, they did. They did.
Here, let's see. Boar. So, again, this is another reason why I thought they did it with a cool character, so that when they did it with Boar, she like, goes into the scene, she has the 2 guns, she's looking real sexy, and she's like, she looks crazy, and I'm like, this character's awesome, and it's like... What the fuck is it? Killing bountifully? Killing bountifully?
Yeah. Because
she's a boar?
No, because...
Because her
bullets are bountiful.
Killing by pecking is all I have to say.
Well, she's chicken. It makes sense.
What was fucking dogs? Do we have dogs here? Dogs of the AMS.
Killing by biting. See?
That is so lame.
It makes sense.
That is so lame.
Look up rats. Because I'm actually curious about what his was.
Fuck is it?
I think it's up further. First one. Boom. His is the coolest.
His is the coolest, but his is last. Save the best for last.
There you go, see?
I don't know. I thought that whole segment was just...
It's killing all, by the way. That's rats.
Yeah, see how I tried
to... He killed everybody. He didn't, though.
He didn't do anything. I think he killed 2 people. Anyway. So, you go through the episodes, and like I said, I know what you're wondering. Why, when I was naming what to continue watching for, I only said Rabbit and Rat. But why didn't I say Ox? I'll tell you why I didn't say Ox. They hype this dude up.
He's like a genetically modified man.
I'm pretty sure it starts off and people are whispering when they first meet up in the first episode, and they're like, he's gonna fucking win it. He's the best. He can't be outsmarted. Can't be outdone.
You didn't mention the fucking bidding thing either.
I'll get to that.
Okay.
You don't find that out till later on. So yeah, they're hyping Ox up. And I'm pretty sure as the episodes even go along, when people team up, they're like, all right, listen, our #1 main guy to look out for is Ox. He's going to be the hardest to kill. Everyone is talking about Ox. Holy shit. He is so underwhelming. When you finally get to him, I guess some people can find him really cool. I thought his design was kind of goofy looking.
He looked like a matador. I honestly, I just got ox and
Horse?
horse mixed up. Horse is the genetically modified one. Let me correct that.
Well, no, but Ox is basically like a fucking superhuman.
Yeah, but no, he's not like built or anything like that. He's like
No, he looks like a matador.
He has like the Spanish.
So he's like a typical like generic badass anime character with
he's like all black,
green, I think. Yeah,
it's like green and black.
And he looks like a matador. He has a sword, and he has these goofy looking fucking horns on.
Because he's an ox.
I get it, but like...
Okay, you're not going to make fun of Chicken with the stupid like peacock feathers she has? Or wings?
At least she was scantily clad and hot looking.
Or Dog with the dog ears?
And like...
black hair?
And fur.
Or Horse?
Horse was kind of dumb. Horse was a lower tier character.
Yeah, that's what I thought. See?
Honestly, you could take these characters and rank them as if they were in a fighting game from like S tier to F tier.
Monkey's F tier.
No, she's actually one of the best ones. It's just unfortunate what happened to her.
She sucks.
Anyway, so yeah, so they hype... This is more so like a gripe, I guess. They hype this dude up and they get to him, and I just felt so underwhelmed to the point where like when because he's toward the end, obviously, because they hyped him the fuck up. That when it did get to his parts at the end, I was just kind of like...
But he was literally going around killing everybody just the same as Rabbit. He was fighting Horse for a while.
That's because Rabbit was cool and crazy.
Well,
Ox was a dick, and like I said, underwhelming. I didn't like him that much.
He wasn't really a dick.
He was a humongous dick. What are you talking about?
He wasn't that big of a dick.
He was just like, I beat you, fuck off.
Not when he fought Tiger.
That was different.
That was not different.
And they met before in the flashback.
Well, you see,
and he didn't even fucking remember.
You're trying to shit on everybody.
Listen, rat and rabbit boar, but are the two things is what I'm trying to get at is
I kind of like Dog. You're shitting on Dog. I kind of like Dog. He looked like he could chill. If I could have a beer with him, I probably would. That's what I would say.
He is kind of cool. It's just that he fucked up royally.
He fucked up royally, but it doesn't change his personality.
He did look cool though.
See?
He looked like a combination of like a human and
a dog.
A rabid Alaskan Malamute.
Yeah. That's cool. He looked cool.
You like chicken?
Fuck Chicken.
Chicken.
She had that stupid staff too.
It wasn't a staff. It was a trident.
Well, I hope she got pierced by it.
Why did she have a trident? You ever try to call birds with a trident?
Chicken.
You poke them and put them over a fire.
That's what I want to do with her. Eat the breasts first.
Ooh.
Nah, she fucking sucked. So, she's terrible. Who else is there? Horse. He's just a big boy. He fucked up bad.
Okay, Horse. So there's this horse. There's nothing to say. You want me to read his thing here, so you get a good idea of him if you're not really too sure. Fuck is this dumbass? Horse, killing silently.
I don't know why his thing was killing silently.
I don't know what his power was. He's really strong.
That was it. He's genetically modified human, and he had like he's just built. He's a big boy. Big boy horse.
It had something to do with his backstory.
Yeah, they explained it real quick.
He like gave up.
He was fighting Ox for a long time.
He was fighting Ox for a long time.
No, he wasn't fighting. He was defending against Ox because he couldn't do shit. He couldn't kill Ox. But Ox just kept fucking him up, and he ran.
Here's what I wanted to get.
He ran away.
Here's the thing. Here's why, like, Horse, he seemed goofy, but I was like, maybe I'll give him a chance when his episode came up. He was so cowardly. Mm-hmm. He was a huge coward.
He ran into that bank vault.
I wouldn't be surprised if the voice actor, he sounded like this on this buff-ass fucking dude. He was just, yeah, and then he runs away, hides in a bank vault, and then
the building lights on fire. Somebody lights the building on fire.
It was Snake and Dragon. They fuck him up or something.
They lit the building on fire, and they trapped him in the vault. Did he? I think he died there. I'm almost positive he died in that vault. because the gas,
the building collapsed.
Yeah, the gas started like pouring in, and he's like, I got to get out of here, and he couldn't open the door.
Rat was in there with them.
Yeah, how did Rat get out of there?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Rat was in there with them because he's like, oh shit, you're here too or something? He's like, gotta get out of here.
I think Rat is like, yo, you better get out of here. Like, this place is going to collapse or something. He's like, I don't know this.
Or does, like, Ox show up and then they keep fighting or something? And that's why he doesn't leave? I don't remember why.
I think he died in, like, the train tunnel or something like that. I think he did get out of the vault or something. I think he busted the wall open. That's what happened. But it was, like, to an underground tunnel, like a train tunnel. And they fought there. And I think he died there. Because he had to have... Or did he die in the vault? I don't know. You see, that's the thing about this anime. It's just so insignificant that I didn't care.
Hey, you don't even remember it.
Yeah.
I don't even know why we're still talking about Horse. I don't even fucking like Horse. I didn't like the guy.
Yeah, he was kind of stupid. He looked dumb. His powers sucked, and he died.
Yeah, that's most of the fucking characters. So then, let's move on to some of the other characters here, because basically that's all there is to talk about in this. As far as this anime goes, you can't even be like, this cool fight scene. Listen, the fight scenes, I will have to say, some of the fight scenes are cool. They last for what? 2-3 minutes?
Yeah, if that.
So, for anyone that knows, when you watch us play, like, stream games and stuff, which if you don't follow already, do that, or subscribe to our YouTube channel. We make power hours, which is basically you cut 1-minute clips of a song 60 times. Whenever there's a song that we have that doesn't have a music video, we have to make one. AMVs are the best. I was stuck on this song to find a clip, and I was like, oh, fuck. Zodiac Wars. I could probably get a good clip. Not only did I have a hard time finding a good fight scene that was long enough and good enough, but the one I eventually ended up choosing, I wasn't even that satisfied with it. Like, I picked it at the time, I was like, oh, this is good, and then, like, I made the power hour, and then after, now every time I see it, I'm like, ooh, that clip, not that good. That fight scene is not as cool as I remember it being. It's like the fight scenes are cool, but, like, they don't last.
Yeah, it's very fast. But you see, that's the thing about the anime is...
It's deceiving.
We didn't preface it by saying it was a book first.
Well, we'll get to that at the end. But as far...
important.
I feel like as far as talking about the anime, the only real thing to talk about is just the characters in general. Because, like, that's all there really is. Each episode is a character, and the background is, like, this war that they're in.
Yeah. That's basically it, though.
It is. There's some cool characters. There's some bad characters. Monkey. Oh my god. I feel like that is a fan favorite amongst anyone.
Yeah, everybody loves Monkey.
Everybody loves Monkey. Monkey was the stupidest fuck. It's the stupid ass chick. Probably second worst to Chicken. Her ability is world peace.
Yeah.
Try to find a way to win without having to do anything bad. Mm-hmm. Stupid fucking ability.
Oh yeah, right off the beginning, she's like, oh, well, maybe we can all get together and have one person win and have that one person wish everybody back, so it's like the war never happened, but we can all survive in the end. And then everybody's like, no, that's retarded. That's dumb. And I agree. It sucked.
It was
That's
stupid.
A stupid plan.
I honestly sat there and I could not wait for her to die. I really could not wait for her to die. And then when I'll tell you what right now, spoiler alert, right in your she does fucking die by the hands of Rabbit.
Half the anime she was in the sewer. Her and Rat were in the sewer, just chilling.
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. I think for like 2 full, maybe even 3 episodes.
They kept cutting to them and they're like, yo, we gotta think of a plan.
And Rat's like, I'm just gonna wait it out.
Rat was sleeping half the time.
Yeah. And Rabbit's like, well, we gotta do something. Or no, Monkey, sorry, not Rabbit. Monkey's like, we gotta do something. Well,
not good.
It ended up not being anything because Rabbit just showed up. And then Rat just wasn't there anymore.
Yeah.
And then Monkey died.
Peace the fuck out. Monkey.
And her backstory was so boring.
Yeah, she was like this, not general, but like some war director or something like that. She went over and peacefully solved all these wars.
But then, like, the big one that really got to her, she, like, solved it for the time being, but then it made everything worse.
Dumb.
I don't know. It was so stupid.
Monkey.
Let's talk about one of your favorite characters, Sheep.
I hate Sheep.
I like Sheep.
Sheep is dumb.
I think this is one where we have to disagree here.
Sheep sucks.
He's
this groggy old man
who's fighting for his granddaughter.
He's like all like.
He's a typical short old man anime character.
That sucks.
And his power is explosives. I don't really know how much of a power that is, but I liked him.
Maybe traps is his power.
Well, I'll tell you right now.
Killing trapfully.
Duh, old man do. Killing deceptively. I think I fucked the whole order up and everything.
There you go. See, yeah. Deceptive. Traps. Traps.
Yikes, I'll tell you what, he was not a trap, that's for sure.
Nah, he's old.
So basically what he did was he just set explosives and traps and, like, ran around the entire city.
Yeah, but then he met up with Tiger.
Tiger. I liked Tiger.
Tiger was drunk on a bench.
She was a drunk. I don't even remember her backstory.
She was drunk.
She was just a drunk.
I mean, she knew that, like, drunken kung fu or whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean...
It worked.
Yeah, so it was one of those scenarios where, like we said, where Sheep and Tiger team up.
Sheep,
ox, rabbit, boar.
Tiger.
Desejuai.
I still don't know his name.
I don't know his name either. That's the judge. If anyone's wondering, it's like Dusepule or whatever. I can't pronounce the fucking dude's name. Another thing too, they give no fucking info on this guy.
Why he's
it's just this magical judge that is holding this tournament. There's a scene, you said it earlier, there's a scene in the anime that I think they flashed to it like 2 different times.
Yeah.
I think the only point of the scene is to give context toward the characters. And it's like a room filled with people and they're like, the judge shows up and he's like, all right, everybody, place your bets. And everyone's talking about who they're going to bet with and who they think is going to win.
Well, yeah, everybody's like, oh, ox. And they start ox.
Yeah, they start, yeah. So, again, it's to just build up this ox guy. Just so, I think it was just context to give you an idea of who, like, how badass this ox guy was. Badass, I should say, in terms of how I saw him. I think, and then a couple other people were like, oh, well, what about Monkey? Don't forget what she did. And then it didn't really matter. They could have did without that whole scene.
Yeah.
Because, again, what's the fucking point? If someone wishes for whatever the fuck...
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's going to change everything.
Someone a little hungry over there. Damn.
I get hungry during this. We have to have food in the podcast.
We should have food.
Like a nice like meat and cheese plate. You know, like some crackers. Just like finger foods. See, I'm getting hungry thinking about it. I gotta go. I'll come back.
I'll drink some more beer.
Pause this podcast.
All right, let's come back to the other scene. Let's go get our finger foods.
All right, we'll be back in 15.
So yeah, going on. Ox and I'm thinking about food.
See?
Fuck. I'm thinking of
get chicken in here.
Yeah, where's chicken? So then, yeah, it goes on. I guess one of the big spoilers you find out later on is that.
Spoiler alert.
I put a spoiler alert in the last one. So yeah, if going into spoilers now. So if you
nothing's off limits here from here on out.
Nothing is off limits from here on out.
This is the line.
You want to put Bruce Faulkner again?
Yeah, get him in here.
So if you were still thinking about watching it, or we've convinced you that it's not that good of an anime, and you just want to know what happens, then
continue watching.
So you find out later on there's these two characters, Snake and Dragon. They're brothers. One has CO2 tank powers.
The other one can stand on air.
And maybe fly.
As per Wiki article, it literally says has the ability to stand on air and maybe fly. What kind of ability is that? Stand on air? That's terrible. That's fucking awful. If that was me, I'd be pissed off that I got that ability. I could stand on air. Just get the ability to... If they just said he has the ability to fly, I'd be okay with it. But just stand on air? Is that not just... That's just flying, right? At that point.
Well, no, because you could, like, walk on air.
Or you could just fly.
You're not soaring.
Or you could just fly.
No, it would be like... It would be like being able to walk in a 3-dimensional plane wherever you want.
Or just fly.
No, No. Yeah, or you could just fly. It's a better power. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, well, chicken has wings.
They're not like real wings.
Chickens can fly.
Barely.
Short distances.
They could stand on air. They could hover in air. Yeah, see?
Okay, well, if he's Snake, why does he have the ability to fucking stand on air?
You sure it wasn't Dragon?
It'd make more sense if it was Dragon, but if it wasn't,
Dude, I'm almost positive it was Dragon, because he has the fire. Dragon has fire. I don't know why Snake is ice.
Oh, they did have different CO2. I forgot one.
Yeah, one had ice and one had fire.
Okay, yeah, that was my bad. Yeah, you're right. No, absolutely. I don't know why it was ice then.
I don't know either. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Their backstory's kind of really weird. They made it seem like they were good guys at first, but then like they just 180'd and they're like, fuck it.
Yeah, they just stole money. They're like bank robbers. Because that's all they wanted. They just wanted the money.
So you find out that Rabbit is actually the one that killed Dragon in the beginning.
Fuck.
Da-da! See, remember when we said...
He was very convincing in the beginning.
He was very convincing, yeah. I didn't expect it to be Rabbit.
The blood on his blade was...
Really just made me...
Think about it, you know.
Like, it can't be him. But it turns out it is Rabbit. So Rabbit shows up in the beginning of the show. He kills Dragon, and he's like, oops, did I do that?
I don't know if he said it like that. Honestly, if that was his voice, I think I'd like him even more.
His voice is pretty goofy.
Yeah.
But so, yeah, so... And then I think Snake teams up with Rabbit anyway. Or some shit, I don't know.
No, because Snake's the one that died, right?
Damn. Fucking look it up. Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah, because...
You're making this anime more fucking complex than it is.
I don't know who... I can't remember who died and who survived. It's not going to say there. If you just go down to the first episode, it's going to literally say who died.
Okay, so Dragon is the one with the CO2 tank. Snake is the one with the flamethrower.
That makes sense, because in the fight, his fire thing was there.
Alright, yeah. So, okay, so Snake dies. Rabbit took him over.
Yeah. He used his body. He used his body to help kill Boar in the beginning.
In the very beginning, because you're like, oh, who's this other character that helped him?
He doesn't have a head, so...
I don't think it shows the fact that he doesn't have a head. Mm-hmm. Maybe it does, I don't know. So then, the main problem becomes stopping Rabbit.
Yeah,
and
Rabbit's
Ox.
way too powerful because he has, like, all these fucking minions.
Yeah, he has, like, chicken, snake,
beef,
shrimp. I forget who else. He gets monkey.
Monkey? You don't know that. Till, like, way later.
So then that's when we cut to Ox and Tiger. Because they run into... Rabbit and all the minions that he has.
Yeah.
So then they start fighting.
Well, Ox completely decimates Snake, like, right off the bat.
Yeah, he blows himself up, right?
No, he cuts Snake into pieces.
Oh, you're talking about Ox. How does Sheep die?
I think he, like, trips one of his own explosives and blows himself up.
I think he does, too.
Like, he's fucking old man. What do you expect? He's
or he sacrificed himself or something?
I don't know. He sucked. I'm glad he's dead.
Maybe he blew up...
Blew up City Block.
Did he blow up Dragon?
A little bit of evidence left.
Still got a little bit left. So, anyway, it basically comes into... Let's just go to the final showdown. It's...
Screw everything else. Just get right to the...
Fuck it. You want to know what happens? Watch it.
The meat and potatoes.
Yeah, we're getting to the meat and potatoes here, because...
This is what they build up to. This is like...
Yes, this is everything you're watching for. Mind you, they're still doing backstories.
Yeah, they are still doing backstories.
They're still doing backstories, but they're getting to everything you've been waiting to see happen.
This is the build-up.
So Tiger and Ox, the drunk and the most overpowered character they've been talking about the whole show team up. They're like, we gotta stop Rabbit and his minions.
Yeah, he's too powerful. So they're like, whatever, we gotta do shit about this.
So then they what? Ox fucks up Snake.
Yeah,
Well, what happens to Tiger? Tiger gets fucked up.
They cut up Snake.
Oh no! Ox is about to fight Tiger.
Yeah, Ox and Tiger were about to fight, and then
that's the big thing.
The puppets start showing up.
Yeah. So okay, let's rephrase this. Tiger the drunk and Ox the main character are about to fight each other. That's the big. They're like, okay, let's go. So then, right as they go to fight, then Rabbit and the puppets show up.
Yeah. So Ox fucks up Snake immediately, cuts him into a million pieces. You're like, oh, that was very quick. I can't believe that was even a problem. But then Snake's body parts are still movable, and they get like Tiger and Ox into like this chokehold.
Now, I know this is really confusing sounding because for a dismembered arm to get someone into a chokehold,
it kind of looks really funny.
Imagine like my arm, right? And you cut off right here. So you just have this. I wish I should get my orange hoodie. So I'm just a floating arm. So it's this floating arm that's like spinning around, and it like. So imagine here's the floating arm, and I'm Ox. It like gets him like this, but is actually choking him, and
it looks ridiculous.
It looks completely insane. So Ox and Tiger
are like incapacitated
because these arms.
So what Tiger does is, this actually just came back to me. She uses her alcohol.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's what it was. She uses her alcohol and douses herself in. Was it? I think she douses herself in the alcohol. So you're like, okay, that's weird. So then Ox throws his sword and hits the tank that Snake had, the fire.
Because he had a flamethrower.
He had a flamethrower tank, and it explodes and catches Tiger on fire, but it burns Snake's arm. So then she's free, and then she goes and saves Ox.
They find out that the only real way to beat Rabbit is to just completely incinerate him.
Yeah, that was like the
Don't know how that works as far as necromancy goes.
Call Justin down here.
Get the necromancy expert down here. Get UParty Justin.
But
we still never introduce ourselves, by the way, when we do these. We say members of UParty. We're not like UParty Mike, UParty Dan. Fuck it. Anyway, go ahead.
Semantics. So yeah, they both get free, whatever. Then do they fight Rabbit, or do they fight? I think they fight like Chicken or something like that.
They blow her up.
I forget how that happened. I don't know. I try to forget this anime, but
the Rapture.
The Rapture.
Well, no. So Tiger's fucked up.
Yeah.
And yeah. So they go to fight
Rabbit.
No, Tiger. Yeah.
No, they kill Rabbit.
No, I don't think they killed him. They do kill Rabbit.
They do kill Rabbit.
But I think Tiger gets fucked up.
Maybe. Yeah, no, she does get fucked up. She gets mortally wounded.
Mortally wounded. Whoa.
As per the wiki.
As per the wiki, mortally wounded.
We did watch the anime. Just because we're spotty doesn't mean we didn't watch it, unfortunately. Yeah. I wish we didn't watch it, but that's
neither here nor there.
Yeah. So she gets mortally wounded, whatever. They kill Rabbit. Everything's fine and dandy. The thing is, Rabbit wounded
Tiger.
I
know. Now you're getting your.
There's a lot. Like, there's a lot of fucking character. 12 is like, it doesn't seem like that much, but like, when you're starting to try to remember and retell what happens, it's a lot. So, Rabbit hurts Tiger. Tiger doesn't want to get turned into one of Rabbit's puppets. She asks Ox to kill her because apparently they met in like a flashback or something like that, and they know each other. So Ox is like, okay, I'll kill you only if we have a duel first. Ox ends up killing Tiger
real quick.
So then Ox has like this, not like a mental like breakdown, but like he starts like thinking about like the entire war and like this entire tournament, and he's not all about it anymore. He's like, I don't know if it's worth it to continue. So as this is happening, Rabbit like
pieces himself back together
from other people's body parts. So he's like this literal mangled mess.
He looks crazy.
It looks awesome.
This was probably my favorite part like you were saying, I said the first episode is hands down the best, but this is the scene, by the way, that I was talking about that I used in my power hour.
It's like almost like a blood moon type deal. It's like all dark, and he's just like this mangled like mess.
I can't even explain. Like
his arms are just. I'm almost positive his arms are just blades.
They are. He walks on all fours.
Yeah.
He's crazy look. He's absolutely insane looking.
Like his face is all messed up and stuff like that.
Yeah, because he's just a bunch of cut up body parts, just mangly put together.
Yeah.
It's pretty badass looking, and it probably is the best scene, best fight in the entire show.
Mm-hmm.
If anything,
just watch the fight.
Just watch that fight. Just type in Ox versus Rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get it. Watch that. You're set. You got the anime.
Yeah.
It's all you need to do.
Yeah, just watch the good parts.
It is probably the best scene. I will give it that.
So, Rabbit like Wally's his way towards Ox. I don't know what Wally's is.
Wally's. You want to do the move?
Oh, that was terrible. But he looks kind of creepy. I'll give it that.
So basically, it ends up being like no match for Ox. Like he fucks up Rabbit.
No.
Well, Dan.
Because Rabbit, as he goes to fight him, Rabbit stands up on like his hind legs, and then the entirety of Monkey jumps out.
Yes. So you find out they do fight for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like Rabbit and Ox fight, and you're like, "Well, this is really cool." And then so then some wacky shit happens where Monkey was just inside Rabbit the whole time.
Like her entire body, like she's not cut up or anything. Like
she didn't get fucked up. She's the only puppet still like not fucked up.
Yeah. And the entirety of her jumps out and like pins down Ox.
Cause like she just completely surprised him.
So this is like the peak, like the climax of like this fight.
So this is what I didn't get. So she pins Ox down.
Mm-hmm.
Then she starts fucking him up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand. He was this badass, couldn't be beat, like so fucking cool. And then like you have Monkey at the end fucking headbutting him and he starts losing teeth and he looks all fucking goofy. Is this? I thought it was.
It's like the necromancy thing. I don't know.
I thought it was stupid.
Maybe Rabbit had some dog in him, like bitter or something. I don't know. You don't know. Gotta watch the anime. Don't.
So anyway, this is the climax. So you're like, oh fuck, is Monkey gonna win for Rabbit? Is Ox gonna lose? So then what happens?
Who shows up? Your boy shows up.
Your boy that you completely fucking forgot about.
You didn't even realize he was still a participant.
Because this whole couple last episodes has been all about fucking Tiger, Ox, and Rabbit and the puppets. Rat shows up.
With explosives.
With sheep.
He has like dynamite.
He has sheep's explosives that he found.
And he's just like, I think he like yelled out to Ox and he's like, listen, no hard feelings, but I'm winning this.
Yeah, he's like, this wasn't going to end well.
Yeah. Is at that point is when they say what his ability is?
You don't find out his ability until after he's talking to the guy.
So, Rat just lights the explosives and...
He blows the fuck up out of everybody there.
Yeah, he kills all three of them.
He kills everybody. Every last contestant. So, Rat won.
That's it.
So, Rat goes, he gets all the stones or whatever, the Zodiacs. They're not Zodiac stones, they're fucking poison or whatever. Stones. So then he goes to the judge, DeSupalopoli, and he sits down and he's like, "What's your wish?" Like after you just won. Now, here's where it gets confusing. Again, if you were avoiding all the spoilers up until this point, this is definitely a point where you don't want it spoiled on you. Or if you're just coming in now or something. But it shows Rat try to walk away without answering the judge's question. Rat doesn't want to give a wish. He has no desire to give a wish even though he won.
Because he asked everybody in the very beginning like what they would wish for. And everybody told him like, they're like, oh, wish for like world peace, wish for money, like all this other stuff like power. Because he didn't know what he wanted to wish for. That was the whole thing.
Yeah. So as he keeps trying to go away, you get hit with segments of him trying to leave, dying, and then automatically warping back to when he's in front of the judge saying, "What's your wish?" And this goes on for like the entirety of the episode. It's just him trying to find a way to escape without having to give a wish. So then, like, after you see him die like a million times and revert back to where he is, the judge is just like, he doesn't ask him what his wish is, but he's like, how did you win? Or how did you figure out how to win?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when you find out Rat starts going into his ability. His ability is, at any point in time, he can play out a scenario.
It's up to
100 times.
scenarios. Yeah,
He
100
could-
different scenarios.
He could play out a scenario up to 100 different
and he
times.
can choose which one he wants to, like which path he wants to
Yeah,
take.
and then after seeing all the scenarios, he can choose which path he wants to go. But he lives through those scenarios.
The thing is, he says this himself, and he goes, I could live through each scenario, but luck still plays a factor into what happens.
Yeah. So it's not even like...
It's not a guaranteed he would win using this ability, because anything could happen because of luck.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's why, every time you see him, he's always tired and exhausted because he's constantly living through these scenarios to choose the best one.
It said that it takes, like, such a toll on his body. That's why he's always, like, exhausted or sleeping whenever it shows him. And that's why he, like, randomly shows up at random places at times. Because I guess that's the path he had to take to actually avoid everybody until the very end. But...
So then, the anime, it cuts out, and then you hit the last episode. The last episode is probably one of the worst episodes.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's Rat on his way to go give his wish. Or no, he's on his way to school. And he was like, oh, what wish? It's him talking about how he was deciding what wish he chose. You didn't find out what his wish is yet. And he goes... He's having like an internal debate. He's like, well, why didn't I choose this wish? And the episode, so if you didn't get enough fucking flashbacks and background info already, it goes through Rat talking to each person about what their wish would be and why he didn't go along with choosing that wish. Because he couldn't decide, so he's like, maybe I'll take recommendations. And it goes through every fucking buddy's wish.
It's terrible.
And then he's like... But I couldn't do that because it wouldn't be my own and it'd be like an injustice or whatever. So then you find out that his wish was to just forget about everything. He just forgets.
That's basically it.
He just forgets everything.
He forgets how to use his power. He forgets about the tournament.
All the wishes, everybody. So then this way, in his mind, he doesn't have to make a decision. He just can be left alone. He just wants to be left alone.
And then they try to do this thing where at the end, like, he's in his classroom with, like, all his friends and stuff, and he's just sitting there sleeping, and his friends go, oh, look at it, so-and-so, he's asleep again, but he looks really peaceful. As if that's supposed to make you feel better, that he had to go through all this, like, hardship and have this amazing ability.
Just to
give it up.
And that's the last episode.
Boo.
Stupid. I had to sit through 11 fucking Raptures for that.
Rapture! Play it.
Cue it. So, after that, if you look it up, you find out that this book was originally a light novel. Which makes sense.
Anime.
That the anime...
was a light novel, not
the
book.
anime... It was originally a light novel first. Which makes more sense. If you took this anime and put it in book form, I always say this, the book is always better. That is definitely the case with this anime. I don't know if there's anything that the anime could have done differently to make it better. Maybe
I think it was just a poor choice to make an anime of. I feel like you could have elaborated a lot more, and a lot of more things would have made sense in the book than in the anime.
Get rid of the flashbacks and extend the fight scenes. That's what I would have done. And then put at the end, you want more backstory? Read the fucking book. That'll get people buying it.
Read the fucking book.
Yeah.
Quote it. Read the fucking book.
Read the fucking book right there in the credits. Put it in there with Rapture.
It's scrolling like, oh, Rapture made by so-and-so.
You want more backstory? Read the fucking book. So yeah, it was originally a book. Now, when you look at it that way, that makes more sense because you're sitting there, you're reading. It feels like you're watching a book. Because, like, you're reading the backstory. You're like, oh, okay, I'm getting this character. Oh, shit, he's in a fight. You can't really explain a fight scene that well in a book. So it does a good job. So then when you make it into an anime like just the way the book was, the light novel, I should say, then yeah.
Just a quick question. When you found the anime, did you look at the reviews or anything? Was it like positive reviews or like...
I think the reviews are mostly positive. I could be wrong, but I don't...
I was going to say, watch me make this and we're going to get a fucking shit ton of backlash.
I'm almost positive the reviews are pretty positive.
They're like... They forgot most of the anime.
Yeah, well, what? Listen.
The anime wasn't good enough to stick with me, if that makes sense.
Here's what else I want to say. What is it, fucking not on here anymore?
They got rid of it.
Nah, you have to type in...
Junji Ito. No, it's not.
3 out of 5. 3.2 out of 5. Yeah, look at it. It's got some mixed reviews.
Yeah, it's mixed.
So anyway, I just want to say that when reviewing these things, we're reviewing them from an objective the right word? An objective point of view?
Sure.
We're reviewing it in the way...
It's our opinion.
It's our opinion, and we want to review it in a way where it's either... If it's worth watching, given our credentials, and by credentials, I mean how much we've watched, which is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And we're very open-minded and have, like I said in the last podcast, we like a lot of different things. That's why I like to have more than one person on here, so you get more than one opinion. We just want to review it in a way where if it's good, we want to convince you to watch it or rewatch it. If it's not good or not worth the time, you can pass over it.
Yeah, don't waste your time on it.
That's why I said earlier in this podcast too, that's why I like to do underrated or overlooked animes.
Yeah. Now we're not like critics by any definition of the word. Like, we're not like gonna look at like the animation. Well, I mean, if the animation style is good, obviously we're gonna mention it, but we're not gonna deduct points because the anime wasn't like up to par to what the standard is nowadays. But
we're basically reviewing it on the scale of if it's good, watch it.
If we enjoyed it or not.
For the most part.
Yeah.
But being very lenient and open-minded.
Trying to be.
Yes.
You can only do it so much, though.
So, I don't want to close out with whether you would watch it or not, recommend it, because I think I already know the answer. But going back to, I said it was a light novel, so you'll like this. You'll like this.
Is it a manga too, or is it only a light novel?
Get ready for this, guys. So the light novel came out. Then a one-shot manga came out. It was just a one quick thing.
It wasn't like an omnibus, right? It was like...
No, it was just basically one chapter, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So the light novel came out, and then right after, a one-shot manga came out. The one-shot manga that came out, that's a sequel to the light novel, is the last episode of the anime.
Wow.
It's just Rat going through everything that he did and him talking to people about their wishes and stuff.
Yeah.
That's the one-shot.
Like, why, though? I guess to add more context, if you really needed it at that part.
The anime hadn't come out yet.
I don't like that.
So that's not the main thing, though. Here's the main thing. A season 2 is coming out. Guess what the premise is?
What?
Zodiac
didn't win.
Zodiac Wars.
The anime was never made.
Zodiac Wars. The Rapture. No.
It's just the opening.
It's just the opening.
I wouldn't complain.
No, so season 2 is coming out. I think there's a light novel out already. It's a sequel. Mm-hmm. I think it's out. I'm almost positive. I could be wrong. I think when I was looking it up, I saw that the light novel was out and the second season was in production. They're working on it. I think it's going to be a while. All the original characters are back.
Right.
So
Come on out, chicken.
All right. We're going to get some more chicken, baby. So all the main characters are back. Mm-hmm. It's sheep, ox, tiger, all of them, right? But they're all teamed up. They're going against...
Chicken?
The Eastern Zodiac symbols. So basically the ones that you said earlier. It's a 12v12.
Okay, I'd be about that.
Yeah, I think it's the Eastern or what? I'm pretty sure it might be the Western horoscopes, Western zodiac symbols, and the East are the Chinese ones. So all the main characters are back, and then they're gonna go up against the 12 other zodiac symbols.
Yeah, but like, what would their powers be?
I don't know.
So like, I could say like, oh, chicken, rabbit, dog. Like, obviously they're whatever animals. What are the other ones just gonna be? Star signals or star what are they called? Star charts? Constellations.
Jesus Christ.
Words hard.
Virgo,
English.
Gemini. I'm pretty sure they're the Western zodiac.
Gemini.
Oh God, you know I'm rooting for Gemini. Unless there are other zodiac symbols, I don't know. I'm almost positive it's but yeah, it's 12 zodiac symbols versus 12 other zodiac symbols, and that's gonna be season 2. And I know they're making it. That being said, we have to watch it.
Yeah, obviously we're in this deep. We're not.
We have to watch it just to see.
Yeah.
It's going to be a while though. But in the meantime, I would say pass on this one.
Yeah. What would you rate it out of 10?
I would say pass on it. Don't give into
the rapture.
Don't see the ads for it. Don't let someone tell you otherwise. Don't give in.
If you're watching this video, you know Google's watching what you're seeing. You're going to start seeing ads for it.
You're going to start seeing ads for it.
Unfortunately.
Just honestly, take our word for it. Pass on it and watch something else. If you thought about this and something else, watch the something else.
Maybe in the future, if the second season is good, then it will warrant to suffer through it. If the second season,
that's if and a long ways away.
Yeah, but as of right now,
don't. If anything, I would say, if you're a book reader, read the light novel. Although I would pass on that too because I saw the anime. I already know what happens, and I don't really.
So out of 10.
Out of 10, like I said, a hard pass. I'm not about it. Out of 10, oof. You want to do the beer scale again? Because that didn't get confusing.
I really did not like that.
Out of 10.
On the edge of my seat.
I know, I'm thinking. Well, unless you already know what you would rate it.
I want to get your opinion first, because I think I rated Space Dandy first last time. I'm almost positive I didn't.
Out of 10, I would rate it. See, it's tough.
Out of 10,
a 5.2.
Going into this video, the past couple days I was thinking about this anime.
Okay.
And what I remembered from it. I was trying to get an out of 10 from it, and I was going to say a 7.
Ooh.
But after we just went over all of that, and I started to remember how much I didn't like it, I was going to say a 5.5.
Sounds about right. I mean, here's where I would give it points. The animation looked cool. The animation was not bad.
A couple of the characters were okay.
A couple of the characters were pretty cool.
Oh, I wouldn't say pretty cool. I'd say okay. Tolerable.
Some fight scenes.
Going back to the rabbit scene, they used that shitty 3D on him.
A little bit here and there.
We haven't talked about it. I hate 3D in anime. There's very, very, very few animes that can pull off 3D. Like 3D animation. Not hand-drawn, but like this...
They use the CG 3D.
Like the CGI, like 3D looking...
It sticks out.
Stinky poop. It's butts.
Maybe in the future we'll do God Eater.
That's one that can pull it off.
Definitely one that could pull it off. Anyway,
I didn't like it in the beginning, but that's a different podcast. But
so yeah, that's. But,
so 5.5.
Yeah, I could. After you talk about it, you realize how
a lot that you don't like.
How disappointed and like, especially I remember watching it. I remember me and Dan watched it together. It wasn't one we watched separately. We watched it together, and I remember the last episode, and I was just like, that was it. It was stupid. It was dumb.
There was a lot of build up, and it was just not enough payout for it.
So yeah, I think like a 5 because I don't want to say it's one of the worst. It's not. I don't want.
No, absolutely not.
I don't want to say it's terrible.
No.
I've seen some terrible animes. Trust me. I've seen some bad ones. I've seen some terrible ones.
The thing about the scale 1 to 10, a 5 is even.
Yeah, 5 is even about
5
half.
sounds bad until you get to a 2.
3, I think, is kind of bad.
So a 5's very base.
That's why when you said 7 to begin with, I was like...
7's pretty high. I mean, it's not a 10, but like a 5's even. Like a 5.5. There were some redeeming factors of the anime, but like...
If someone tells me they saw it, I'll be like, alright, yeah, it was okay. Not one of my favorites. If someone's like, I'm going to start watching it, I'd be like...
Don't bother.
Watch something else. Someone's like, I am watching it, I'd be like...
Don't continue.
Stop the Rapture.
Stop it. Get some help.
If it's as far as being dubbed, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't really care.
I'm not a huge fan of dubbed anime.
Yeah, we don't do
There's
dubbed
very
unless
few,
it's only
again,
few.
very few that actually do it good.
So yeah, I'd say around the 5s. Yeah, not even like a high 5. Would you say 5.5?
High 5. 5.5.
Don't want to give it too close to 6, but...
Very even.
Yeah. So yeah, that's... Junzai Tenzen, Zodiac Rose.
Yeah.
Oh,
5.5.
Killed me only a little.
Rapture!
Rapture!
I'm gonna listen to that as soon as this podcast ends.
I might play us out with that. I might play us out with
you
the
Rapture.
Rapture.
Just stare off into the Rapture and listen to it?
Well, after I do my plugs real quick. So yeah, that was our podcast review of Junsai Tensen Zodiac Wars. I'm probably butchering that, but we will have our we do, like I said, for those new, we do our anime reviews, anime/manga review every Tuesday night, and then we will have if you don't see it on our Twitch live streamed, you can catch it on our YouTube channel afterwards. So be sure to follow us on our Twitch if you want to catch it live. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to catch it on there afterwards. Do it all. Like, subscribe, follow our Twitter. You guys already know. This isn't your first rodeo. It's the internet. If you don't know this by now, I don't know. And then I think with that, we should just...
Play us out.
Stare off into the Rapture.
Kind of somber. You can almost taste
The Rapture.
tastes like dust. Probably over my fucking pants.
To play us out.
That's not gonna work.